I'm telling you that you're not as good at relationships as you think you are. Number two, you think you're the logical one. The truth is, you're actually just emotionally disconnected. So this is for the person where you wish people weren't so emotional. You see yourself as the logical person in the room, and this is the case in most rooms. When an argument comes up, you fight to get the other person to see why what you're saying makes sense and why what they're saying does not make sense. If you could just get people to understand where you're coming from, then everything would be better. And this is why I say you're not as good at relationships as you think you are, because the truth is you are just as emotional as they are. I can tell you how I know. You are closed-minded and you expect people to meet you where you are, and you're not even willing to meet them where they are. So you have shut down your emotions because deep down under that, you are so emotionally attached to being right, presenting yourself as this logical, calm being. But you are not as logical as you think you are, because if you were, you wouldn't be having the communication problems that you're having. So remember, if it was working, you'd be having more harmonious relationships. And look here, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. You probably had to develop this tough shell to protect yourself. And now maybe you're just not as good at empathizing with people, or maybe you don't know how to think outside of the box of your own beliefs. It doesn't mean that being emotional is a bad thing. What it means is you have to become emotionally intelligent. So if you're leaning too heavily on logic as the solution and you don't have an emotional balance, then you're definitely not going to be able to meet people where they are when they bring emotions to you, any more than they're going to be able to meet you where you are when you preaching all this logic. You are not being more logical. That is a lie we tell ourselves to try to get other people to listen to us.
As if you were more logical and it was working, you would have found a way by now to logically keep this argument from happening.
Relationships are not logical. They are communal. Trying to connect people to your way of thinking is no more logical than an emotional person trying to think their way out of their feelings. But we do it all the time. If you were truly a logical person, you would hurry up and build some emotional intelligence so that you could connect to not only the emotions of the people around you, but connect to your own emotions.